Annyeonghaseyo everybody, hello and welcome to Seoul, South Korea. It's our very first day here exploring a brand new country, a brand new city. We're right here in the capital at Seoul Central Market. Welcome to the beginning of a new adventure, the beginning of a new series, and welcome inside of Seoul Central Market. Let's check out this big beautiful city, and wow, we've no idea what to expect. Like I said, just a few hours ago we landed, checked into our accommodation. It's been a long day, but we're running on enthusiasm right now to explore Seoul. Let's go and check this city out.
I can already see a lot of yummy foods. Could already see some pork knuckles and some dried fish. Wow, what a crazy welcome. Look at this, look at the giant pork knuckles. Huh?
Yes, the smell is something else here. It's unbelievable. And this market seems to stretch back quite a bit. It is absolutely massive. This is actually the area that we're basing ourselves in, so it couldn't be better for us because we're quite literally surrounded by amazing local food, and hopefully today we're going to sample some of that local food as well and maybe get chatting to a couple of the locals, because it's sort of commonly known now that South Koreans are not that bad at communicating in English. We've already had a couple run-ins with some locals here and they've had no issues at all communicating with us, which is absolutely amazing because our Korean is nowhere close to being good enough yet.
I'm really happy that we based ourselves at the sources of all of this amazing food.
Yeah,
my
100%.
God, I'm so excited about trying Korean food. Now, I had my best friend in secondary school, actually, she was or still is from Korea, and every time I went to her house I had like bulgogi and kimchi and all of those really tasty things, and I'm so excited to actually try them in the country itself.
Yeah. Seoul Central Market. Let's have a little bit of a wander around and let's give a first impression of this gorgeous city. There's so much dried fish everywhere.
Yeah, but surprisingly enough there's a lot of dried fish, but there's no dried fish smell. Where's the smell?
There is no smell. Right, so I think we found ourselves something that we want to try. We want to try absolutely everything, to be honest. This place looks fascinating and we're just translating the menu right now. It seems to be some sort of Korean fried chicken possibly.
Yeah. I don't know, I'm still a little bit confused. I think it's boneless chicken gangjeong. But it's 10,000. Does that mean that you get an entire chicken?
I'm not sure. It's probably just a portion size. Let's see what they have. Okay, it seems like they don't have anything in the serving bowls, but maybe we can ask. Annyeonghaseyo, hello. Can we have one?
Chicken? Small?
Yeah, small size, just to try. Yes.
And have a spicy garlic and soy.
Spicy, yeah.
Yes.
Let's give spicy a try, why not? Yeah, Korean food has always been very high up on the list. Very high up on the list in terms of food to try, so I am adamantly excited to give this a shot.
Oh, this is the salsifier.
Oh yeah, so she's gonna toss the chicken in the sauce. So that makes sense then. So she fries up the chicken in there, and then she comes out here and then adds everything else into it.
Oh, some tteokbokki.
Wow, tteokbokki.
Small rice cakes.
Yeah.
So nice.
Oh my god, I'm so excited to try this.
Ah, this one goes hot.
Oh wow, it's like a wok.
She cooks it in there.
Cool.
I think it might be like a little induction of sorts.
Yeah.
Because I don't think there's flames or fire happening underneath.
Yeah. Look at that chicken. This is gonna be a really nice breakfast, I think, here in Seoul. I can't get over the smells emanating from a lot of these food stalls. There's a lot of food on offer here. It's relatively early on in the day, so we have a full day of exploring in front of us here. Look at this, oh my god.
I'm a little bit worried about the spiciness level. Usually we love spicy a lot, but every time we had Korean food so far, the spiciness is like a little bit more than every other Asian country.
This is a small portion. It's a lot of chicken. Oh, and then I think she's got some peanuts over the top of it. Wow, look at that.
I'm excited.
I can't believe how good that looks. I think we picked the perfect place to start off our adventure. Packaged up. 감사합니다. Technology. We'll see if this works.
Oh.
Stick it into the machine. Yes.
Yes. Oh,
Nice.
great.
감사합니다.
감사합니다.
안녕하세요. Happy days, happy days.
I
How
was
nice
so
is that?
nervous. Sometimes, you know, in these like market stalls, you never know if they actually take international card. But so far, it seems like Korea, like the payment system, seems to be very like straightforward and accommodating for foreigners. So very easy.
Extremely smooth so far when it comes to digital payments. It's not so much of like a QR code system. So a lot of you guys watching will probably know that we came from China. So we literally flew here from China. And the payment system there is very much focused on QR codes, which is totally fine. It works very, very smoothly. Sometimes it freezes up, but here in Korea, you have your card, you just literally pop it in for like 2 seconds. It takes the money out, and that's it. There's no verification, there's no anything like that in between.
It's so much easier as well because you don't have to have a stable internet connection.
Yep.
Because sometimes, like, especially if you have like a foreigner SIM card, the internet connection might not be so great in China.
True.
And then, yeah, you run into issues here and there. Do you want to try a chicken or a tteokbokki?
Definitely a chicken.
Okay, I'm on the tteokbokki side anyway.
Yeah. 1 sec, I'm putting my cards away, sorry.
The first actually Korean tteokbokki. How
Yeah.
crazy is that?
Cheers.
Cheers. You want me to go for it?
Yeah, yeah.
Hot. Spicy.
Spicy, yeah.
Oh yeah.
The sauce looks quite unforgiving.
It's very tasty though.
Yeah.
Oh, it's very spicy. Oh, it builds. Oh. It's super tasty though.
Look at all that stuff on top as well. Like, in terms of like value for money, it's exceptional. It's a lot of chicken. And we asked for the small portion, so I cannot imagine what the like medium-sized portion is or the like larger-sized portion. You probably feed a whole family with the large-sized one. Cheers! Let's give this Korean fried chicken a shot. That is unbelievably good.
I'm waiting for his reaction.
It's very spicy, that's for sure. The inside of my mouth is like basically coated in that sauce, and it's a very, very strong heat that comes off it in terms of spice. The quality of the chicken though is exceptional. It's really tasty.
Very interesting though, because the sauce, kind of at the beginning, it just tastes like a sweet sort of curry sauce or something like that. And then like afterwards it hits you. It hits you real hard, but like 5 seconds in.
Yeah. How good is that chicken?
It's so tasty, really fresh, high quality chicken. And then there comes the spice. Oh. I feel like with the Korean cuisine, like they don't only do like, you know, the way usually places are like, either you have the short-lived spice in the front or you have the long-lived spice in the back of the mouth.
Korea, you have
Korea
both.
does both.
Yep.
And it builds, so it's a bit wow.
Yep.
But it's very tasty, it's good.
I'm fully hooked already on whatever the ingredients are that goes into this.
Have you tried it, tteokbokki?
Tteokbokki.
It's one of my like comfort foods is tteokbokki.
The tteokbokki and the chicken together is a big amount to chew on. The flavor of it though is intense. She asked for spicy, we agreed to it, so it's our fault. And I'm not mad about the decision. The flavour is so nice, and the value for money is there.
Yeah.
And I am very excited to head around here in this market and try some other random stuff. Oh, look at this woman. 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
That's so cool.
It's like a food delivery truck of sorts.
Cool.
I think.
I think she wanted to do something, but I'm not sure what it was. I'm not sure what that is. Please let us know down below.
I think she might be prepared. It kind of looks like a froyo stand or something.
Oh, maybe it's it looks like she can open it and serve stuff out of it.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Wow. I've never seen that before.
By the way, I'm very happy that we started with the probably upper level of spice at the beginning.
Yeah.
Because now we can build a little bit of resistance, I think.
Yep.
And this is definitely a great start to be building some resistance back up. It's very spicy.
Incredible. My mouth is literally burning. Let's go and explore more of this market and more of Seoul. Look at this thing. Talk about an inventive way
I think it might
of
be
keeping the flies away. I think they're trying to keep the flies off the produce.
Yeah, I think it might be fish that is currently drying.
Yeah.
So they're just trying to have the flies not put eggs on the fish, probably.
I like it. My God, that looks incredible. It looks and smells incredible. Wow. That central market, by the way, fascinating place. A lot to try in terms of food. There's also plenty of fresh produce there too. That chicken really filled us up, and we had to go and grab a cold drink afterwards because the spice was on a different level, let's put it that way. But anyway, guys, if you are new to this channel, my name is Luke, this is Naomi.
My name is Naomi.
We are the two mad explorers, and here on our channel what we like to do is we like to basically explore the local side of a lot of places around the world. We don't really edit our videos too much, so you're not going to get flashy expensive types of editing jobs here. We like humans, we like interacting with locals in different countries and trying different food and different cultures and figuring out what's going on in the everyday life of the people of the countries. So if that's something that you're interested in seeing, we have a whole series of that coming up here in South Korea, so make sure to follow along for that. Right now we're on our way towards a mountainside temple, believe it or not. Right now it looks like we're literally buried inside of a lot of development, a lot of buildings, somewhere in local Seoul. Let's go and check out this mountainside temple. I can't wait to see the views that await us there.
Oh, you guys, check this out. Wow, the river is so clean. Oh my God. 1 second. Haven't seen a river this clean in a while. Check this out. You can see all of the little rocks in the river, and you can even cross on this little rock bridge, basically. You have some pigeons here in the area. And what I find very interesting so far actually is everywhere in Korea you can hear cicadas chirp in the distance. Usually that's a thing that you would hear more maybe in the mountains or also at the beach, kind of everywhere where there's pine trees usually. But here, yeah, everywhere in the city you can hear cicadas. Never heard cicadas in any city ever before.
Which means the nature is alive here. The
Super alive.
Air quality for such a massive city is actually very nice.
It's very good, yeah, and there's also a lot of pedestrianized areas provided. For example, over here, I'm seeing it just right now, there is a pedestrianized area that is starting over there, and it just seems like generally there's a lot of development happening for people to have a sort of more active lifestyle. That's what it really seems like here in Seoul. It's not predominantly built for cars, it's kind of a mix. It's built for cars, yes, but it's also built for the pedestrian, or built with a pedestrian in mind. There's zebra crossings and traffic lights everywhere. You have bike parks as well. So yeah, it's just generally very nice, sort of easygoing life. And yeah, I'm really, really curious to experience Korean culture a little bit more in depth, other than, of course, the convenience store lifestyle, which is very, very big in Korea. But I'm sure you probably have seen millions and millions of reels and videos about convenience stores in Korea. Oh, it's green. Oh, is this flea market here already?
This here is Dongmyo Flea Market, believe it or not.
Yeah, I can see some CDs here and DVDs in the distance. Maybe some cookware, some tools.
Got
what is this one?
Jewelry.
Oh.
Necklaces. Look at that.
Oh, rings and bracelets. By the way, if you're wondering with the conversion, this one here, for example, is 3,000 won, so 1,500 won is €1 or approximately $1 as well. So yeah, 3,000 won is €2 for a wooden bracelet, which actually look quite nice. And you can also get these stones that you're supposed to shape your face with. Yeah.
You've got plenty of stuff as well for hiking, because there's a lot of national parks here in South Korea. There's actually some that we're planning on going to. I know there's Hallasan, which is on Jeju Island. You also have Bukhansan here in Seoul. There's loads of hiking trails, and Naomi and I absolutely love getting out into nature, so we're going to have to do that at some point. And
I think this one might be for elderly people, no?
Are these actually just for elderly people?
I think they might be for elderly.
They're just walking sticks. That shows you how little I actually know about hiking. We usually just go up with a pair of sneakers and a backpack and call it a day. These are just walking sticks.
I think this is usually what the grip of a hiking stick would look like. So it's more like a straight type of a grip. Oh, what does Luke find? Oh. Can you open him? Why is he openable? Oh, what do you put inside of him?
I don't know. Maybe you can store something in there.
What was that? Wink, wink. So yeah, let's have a look around. Even though it's pedestrianized area, there was some guy on a scooter just rocking on. It's also really nice here how the new looking houses or big sky rises are sort of incorporated into old Seoul as well. This part here seems to be a little bit more of maybe an old Seoul. Ooh, you can get all things cosmetics from the look of it. Ooh, I think I have to walk on the right side. Korea is, I believe, one of those societies where you have to walk and behave a certain way. If not, you're gonna cause troubles in the harmony. I also think I lost Luke. No? Do you also think that Korea is one of those societies where you have to adjust in the way of on which side you walk, and if not, you're gonna cause trouble for harmony, basically?
100%.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it here.
Yeah, I think you have to walk on the right side. Yeah, that's kind of what it seems like right now, at least to me. I don't know, I'm trying to not cause too many troubles.
Look at this absolute mountain of books here. And believe it or not, this bookstore stretches all the way back in here, and there's thousands, literally, probably hundreds of thousands of books in here. Absolutely incredible. This is something I haven't seen in a very, very long time. The market culture seems to be alive and well here in Seoul, South Korea. You can get anything here.
It's the weekend as well, I believe.
Yes.
That's probably why it's so busy right now.
Yeah, it's absolutely packed with local people. And I think we saw one or two other tourists checking it out too. Got sunglasses, got some really quirky looking shirts, thrift stuff, so thrifting and stuff like that. I've heard that's huge here in Seoul as well, and that's something that I absolutely love. I'm a fashion lover too, and I haven't really been able to properly dive into the world of fashion in a while because we're full-time travelers, so can't really carry too much around with us. But wow,
German
this place
military.
is fascinating. We've got German military jackets there, a couple other different military style stuff too. Incredible.
There's no name on it though. Usually you would have here this part you can put the
name,
on.
yeah. US Navy, Air Force, I believe, Airborne. crossbody bags.
This jacket is from 1991. That's when I was born.
1991. Wow.
Same year.
You've got a lot of backpacks. This is actually a really nice backpack.
Yeah, there's like one combat looking backpack as well. That's really nice.
Beautiful. North Face backpack. Everything like I said, these are a lot of sort of like outdoor backpacks, like hiking stuff. Incredible.
But no prices.
Yeah, I think you just gotta get talking to the people, and then you'll figure out the price, and then I'm sure you have to have the power of the haggle here, 100%, which is not very strong in either of us. Naomi's actually much better than I am at haggling, believe it or not. But yeah, wow, let's explore a little bit more of this, and then we're going to head towards the mountainside temple as well.
So we saw on Google Maps that there's a little bit of a neighborhood park and temple, I believe, in the area. And of course, every time you want to go to a temple or some sort of a nature scene, there's always a little bit of a hill and stairs to climb, and it looks like this one might be a lot steeper than anticipated. Do we have to go straight, or?
I think we gotta basically make our way around through this like residential area here. Okay. It's very beautiful though.
Thank God we don't have to go the stairs. I was a little bit scared.
This definitely gives like an older residential vibe to a lot of what we've seen, like in the first sort of around the Central Market area seemed to be a little bit more newly built, and a lot of the buildings around there more commercial, but here it looks to be like low rise, quite older.
Yeah, that's what I already said. I really appreciate how these like residential areas are not flattened to build new condos. Well, maybe, I don't know, it could be a thing that is happening in Seoul, maybe in other areas, but in this area that we are in right now, it seems like the houses are still sort of the way they used to be. Maybe a little bit older, maybe like 70s or something like that.
We take a second as well to appreciate just how peaceful it is. Like, yeah. It's very quiet, it's very clean, it's very put together. When I think of large Eastern Asian cities like Tokyo, like Seoul, like Beijing, Shanghai, etc., chaos is the first thing that comes into my head.
Yeah. Oh, there might be some sort of a scooter coming now. Okay. Wow. And the streets here are also really sort of narrow. I don't know if they might be all like one-way streets. Not too sure though. If it's a two-way street, the cars and vehicles definitely have to adjust with each other. Wow. It's really nice here. It is quite steep though.
Quite steep. Very photogenic city.
Yeah.
I want to stop like every 2-3 seconds with my camera. Just stop, take photos, take videos, and yeah, I think it's a place that inspires creativity. That's what I feel.
For sure. And it seems like this might be the temple, no?
Yeah, so this here is Myeogaksa. Myeogaksa. I'm not too sure how to pronounce it. But we do want to check out a local temple and get a little bit of elevation maybe, because you might get a viewpoint somewhere.
Oh yeah, true. I didn't think about that. Would be so nice to be at an elevation and have a view over the city of Seoul. Especially because we haven't really seen anything so far, huh?
Out of breath.
I'm super out of breath, yeah. Whew. My legs are still sore from some hikes that we did in the recent past, so I'm kind of like, it's alright though. Wow, check out the colors of this temple.
It's very vibrant.
Super beautiful. Can we go in or? Temple Stay.
Temple Stay is a cultural program that gives you the chance to experience the 1700-year-old history of Korean Buddhism and the life of Buddhist practitioners at temples. Wow, so you can actually go and experience.
You can stay here.
You can stay here.
I know. It's very cool as well that the sign is in English so foreigners can understand it. I think if you want to go to the temple, it's maybe this way.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Let's see what this Korean Buddhist temple is about. I heard of a lot about Korean Catholics before, but
oh my God.
Korean Buddhist? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. How beautiful is that? Wow. And it seems like it's sort of built into the side of this hill or mountain. Oh, this is the temple stay. So if you want to stay here, you can live in this building. Probably in a more sort of traditional Korean way. Korean Buddhist way, I believe. Wow. Check out these orchids. They're real. They don't look real. They look really fake, but they're super real. Wow. And it also looks like here they have some sort of vessels going for fermenting stuff, maybe? I don't know. Very cool place.
What a stunning temple, eh? Great first experience of a Korean Buddhist temple. And from what I can see, there's like nobody around.
There's nobody.
Very quiet. I'm gonna be taking, like I said, tons and tons of photos of this. This is gorgeous.
In the front of the temple it says to use the side door, but I don't see a side door. Is it this door that they're referring to? No, maybe not. I don't know. I don't want to break into the temple either. It's so beautiful. Oh wow. You can see all of the prayers here on the top. It's so beautiful in here. Again, there's nobody in here. 1 second, let's just have a look. Yeah, there's really nobody. Wow, check out how beautiful this is. My God. I'm wondering where everybody is. Usually you have some people in the temples, at least sort of the people that are looking after. Oh, I think there's a monk over there. A monk just walked in, I think. How beautiful is this? Yeah, there's a Korean monk.
Fascinating. A Korean monk just walked by and dressed like something I've never seen before, wearing white robes. Usually a lot of monks that we've seen around Southeast Asia, for example, they wear like bright orange or like burnt orange colour. Have a look, by the way, at the view here over a residential local neighbourhood here in Seoul. City is fascinating, and we've only seen like less than 1% so far. Truly stunning. I'm gonna go up this staircase here and see what I can see as well. Wow, look at that. The alleyways. That's the number one thing that sticks out for me so far in Seoul. It's the narrow alleyways. I think you could get lost, absolutely lost for years in the narrow alleyways that kind of dissect all of the thousands of the buildings. Every alleyway leads you to something else. And yeah, I think you can just keep discovering new things around every corner here in this city. Wow. It's really crazy to think that we are quite literally in the center of Seoul right now. We're heading in to a park called CHANGYIN Neighborhood Park. Obviously the park of Seonggin neighborhood. And there's apparently some very nice viewpoints over Seoul from up here. And I'll tell you what, I immediately have a lot of respect for you guys, for you Koreans, because the amount of uphill, the amount of stairs that we've been going up and down so far today has been pretty crazy, and it's really testing our weak European legs right now. And wow, we have been absolutely blessed with beautiful weather. It's always a massive bonus on a first day of checking out a city. I feel like if you have very rainy, poor weather, it gives you a very bad perspective as to what beauty a city can hold, like Seoul. And I have to say, I'm blown away so far by just how tranquil and peaceful this city is. Have a look at this big beautiful public park, greenery. There's actually a children's swimming pool there in the park. This is pretty spectacular.
Oh, this is the shrine.
There's a shrine here, Dwann Mangak shrine. Incredible. I'm so out of breath, but I think it's so worth it. I cannot wait to see more of these views. There's a kid that's not having too much fun right now, but wow.
His mama.
We're enjoying it.
His mama tried to go somewhere else, I think. Kid wasn't having any of it. Remember we said we came up here to maybe get a view, and we found the view. The view is viewing! Check this out. Wow. It also...
Seoul.
Hello Seoul, yeah.
Hello Seoul.
It also puts into perspective, this is the neighborhood that we are just in, basically. All of the small houses, and then there in the distance you can see all of the skyrise buildings that are obviously built up a little bit more. You also have some condos here in the right side, on the right side. But yeah, maybe like the big city center seems to be maybe this way or potentially that way. I'm not actually sure because we obviously haven't seen anything of Seoul yet. We're yet to figure out where the actual city center is. But, well, it seems like it's one of those, for sure. And up here as well, this seems to be some sort of a kids playground here. You have some badminton courts that are free to use for the public. Remember when I said to you guys, Seoul seems to be supporting an active lifestyle? Check this out. Seems to be a free gym with kind of like modern looking equipment. It doesn't look to be like one of those, you know, that you have like in the parks, for example, in Vietnam or so, that is like a little bit outdated, or maybe you cannot adjust the weights and stuff like this. This here really seems to be quite modern for being for free.
This is like incredible.
Yeah.
You've got proper machines. You've got like pull down machines, back machines, leg machines, bench presses, and it's in a public park.
It's in a public park, yeah, completely for free. Obviously, it's going to be very hot and very challenging to be working out here because there's no AC going on. We also have quite a few dumbbells. It kind of looked like maybe everybody brought some dumbbells with them and just made this gym happen, basically. And then you have also lots and lots of these like old school type of like bodybuilding equipment, like leg press and so on. Lots of benches here. That's actually like, for something that is for free, that's really impressive. Like it's normal to see free workout equipment kind of everywhere in Asia, but this level for sure is new. You also have a tree in the gym in the middle. It seems to be a ginkgo tree, maybe. Wow, and then out here, of course, badminton. Oh, and it's quite nice on your joints. It's really soft ground. Interesting. And yeah, everything seems to be looked after very well. Either looked after very well, or the locals don't destroy things like it is over in Europe. If you would have something like this in Europe, I'm sure the people would take all of the equipment or maybe damage the floor and all of these things. So I don't think this was possible at all in Europe.
This stuff would be taken, put into the back of a van, transported to someone's house, and you'd never see it again.
Yeah,
honestly,
but like
in Ireland.
Within minutes.
Within minutes.
Within minutes. But yeah, it tells a big story about how community here seems to be working together and seems to matter a lot. It's nice. The one thing that we didn't figure out so far, however, is where are all of the bins? Because there it is so clean, there's no garbage around at all. But we have some garbage right now from our drinks, for example, but we don't know where to put it. We cannot find the bin.
It's very little publicly available bins, but I feel like it's a culture where you keep, you look after yourself. So you look after your own stuff. So if you have something, you have food, you have drinks like we have, you hold on to it until you do find a bin, or until you get back to where you need to go. You dispose of it of yourself. And that way, it automatically keeps everything clean and orderly, I think.
Yeah, I think the only bins we've seen so far was kind of obvious around the convenience stores, because that's where people have garbage. But if you bring it with you, oh, there's a bin. You have to keep your garbage. There is a bin. Thank God.
Being inside public parks like this one here in South Korea, funnily enough, makes me question where exactly the tax money is going in a lot of European Union countries. I understand in Germany a lot of the money goes towards things like healthcare, but in Ireland, where I'm from, we pay quite a bit of tax. Not so much as Germany, but quite a considerable amount of taxes. We do not have stuff like this. There's not public parks like this available to the Irish public. There's not amenities everywhere around the city like this in Ireland. Quite the opposite, actually. I can't get over this. Like, we are in the center of the city in Seoul. It feels like we're buried deep inside of a beautiful forest. It's gorgeous.
And the nature here as well seems to be very, very healthy. There's lots of birds, lots of cicadas, sort of like bugs and spiders that we've never seen before. That's like legitimately the first time we've seen some of them. And yeah, just generally seems very, very healthy and uplifting, kind of. It does feel like there is something built here, obviously, for humans to walk, but the rest of the park really seems to be just the way it is, like just kept as nature. It's very nice.
I can see that the quality of life for the people that live here is very high. Food quality, from what we've tried so far, we haven't tried anything yet, realistically, but so far the quality of the food has been exceptional. The tap water here, by the way, is 100% potable and drinkable. The streets are spotlessly clean. It's all very well put together. The people are absolutely exceptional in terms of how kind, friendly, welcoming. I genuinely can't spot a negative so far here in Korea.
As a tourist.
As a tourist, yes. Obviously, let us know if that massively differentiates for you guys as locals if you are viewing this video. Wow. This is a stunning place. Now, of course, it wouldn't be a visit or a first impression, I think, of Seoul, South Korea, without coming to the Seoul City Wall. 1396 up until 1910 is served as the city wall of Seoul, longer than any other wall or any other city wall in any other country around the world. And it quite literally encompasses and circles still. You can walk the whole trail around the city.
514 years, can you believe it?
Yeah.
And right now you can still see and walk alongside the entire wall that was built around Seoul. It's crazy, look at this.
It's really epic. And yeah, I don't even know what to say, to be honest. It's just very special. It's a super unique and interesting city. The old and the new. It's just very, very strong sort of a contrast and composition that it doesn't even really contrast, it like works together. So you've got the city wall, the old city wall, and blended into it just behind this massive city wall you have like a modern office building. You've got the blasting loud noises of the cicadas and people, young and old people, enjoying the walks and the scenery on this beautiful weekend as well. It's a really, really cool city, and something that I said to Naomi just there off camera was like, it's very livable. The vibration of the culture and of a lot of what's going on, it's very positive. People are very friendly, and it's a gorgeous place to be, and it's somewhere I can see it would be very easy for us to lose a substantial amount of weight, because
you're walking a lot.
You're walking a lot. It's very easy to walk. There's not a lot of large Asian cities out there that make it as accessible to freely walk around and enjoy beautiful places like this.
I'm really wondering, if you were to walk the entire circumference of the city wall, how many kilometers it would be. I didn't see it on the sign, it didn't say it, I believe.
Yeah, but this is obviously quite a popular trail for a lot of physically active people. Like I said earlier on in the video, hiking, physical activity, it's a part of everyday life here. And wow, we have a bit of land to cover. We're making our way towards, I believe it's called Naksan Park, and I'm hoping we can get another beautiful viewpoint here. My hair is going absolutely crazy, but wow, what a beautiful day and a beautiful place.